That's interesting. I'm looking at the cloud, and it's like peeking behind the tree, and it looks like a heart. It's heart shaped.
Where are we at?
Vegas, baby.
The creative opportunity.
Vegas, baby.
Quick flights. Fly women.
Vegas, baby.
Games galore. Platinum trophies. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Welcome to Fly By Fridays. This is something I decided to do. I'm gonna try to do a weekly update on not just me, but some of the stuff that's going on with us in the airline industry, especially us Spirit Airlines former employees, our Spirit Bees. But yeah, Fly By Fridays is something I just thought of a couple of days ago, and I was like, yo, that may be a good thing to be, so I could keep an update going on for everybody to know what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to see what's going on with me, because I know it's been a process, and the community out there, we want to know what's going on, right? But let's get a little update going on. All right, so first and foremost, no, I do not have a job yet. Go figure. It's been 2 months, exactly 2 months, since Spirit Airlines decided to close shop, and a lot of us are still unemployed. I know earlier this week I posted a picture of a graduation. A lot of people thought it was mine, but it wasn't. I was over there supporting some former Spirit Airline employees who edged out and got into the American Airlines last training class for 2006. That class was actually never supposed to happen, but American Airlines made a new class, and these people were able to make it in. So they actually got their training date for May 16th or something like that, which was 2 weeks after Spirit closed its door. So these people had this great timing of having an offer to go to American Airlines, and then Spirit Airlines closes, and so they were like only out of work really 2 weeks, really. Well, 2 months really, because most trainings, airline trainings, aren't paid. So it was perfect timing for them to be able to go straight into a training class and literally just be out of work for 2 months and be back in the sky. So congratulations to them. There are some other people who I've seen that are, hopped onto a regional airline, and that's good for them as well. Congratulations to them. I can't remember what regional airline it was, but that's another story. You know what I'm saying? Do you go regional, or do you wait for a major? And there's a big difference in those two. So, but right now, I have no bites. A couple thanks but no thankses. We talked about those TBNTs, but we're still sitting here chilling. We done put some more applications out, and actually this morning I actually did an interview for another video interview for a different airline. So and those applications and interviews they tend from weeks to months, or maybe even days. So we'll see. I had applied for this airline last week, did the assessment earlier this week. They sent me an invitation to do a video interview, and the video interviews aren't really, you're on a video call. It's not a video call. It's a recorded video. So they send me the website link, go to it. I look at they post a question. This one was pretty interesting because they had somebody record a question, and then I answered. So I watched the recording of the question, and then they give me a set time limit to go ahead and answer that, record my answer towards that question. This one was 5 questions. Did those 5. Took me about about 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes really, to go ahead and answer those 5 questions. And then there was like a little survey at the end. And with these crazy video interviews, they're good at some point, but they're also hindrance because you really don't have any time to really think. I know with one airline that I did it with, there was no multiple chances. Like, so most of them are giving you 3 chances to record and answer, which is good. It gives you a chance to be like, oh, I messed up on that. Let me go ahead and correct it. But there was one that was like, here's the question, boom, start recording, and that's it. And then it was like, oh, like, so if you messed up, you couldn't correct yourself because it's timed. So you only have a limited amount of time to go ahead and, say what you have to say. So if you mess up, you can't correct yourself, which means you got to be on point and everything. And, with these, you still have to be on point because you don't know what the questions are unless you do some research. But that means the airline can go ahead and change the questions at any time. And then now you study for one question, but now you have a whole different question that you have to answer. But they're pretty much typical, all the same, saying name a characteristic about yourself that brings good quality to the airline that you're trying to apply for, or give us a situation where a work environment, work situation conflicted with a personal situation and what you do in that situation and stuff like that. So they vary from time to time, but those are pretty much kind of like consistent in those questionings. So, but you just got to prepare yourself for it. But hey, well, yeah, so I did that interview today. We'll see. My my shirts and various ties are getting a lot of workout. I haven't worn ties like my personal ties. I've worn work ties, for the airlines. For Spirit, I have actually 2 different ones. I have one when the Spirit Airlines used to be red, white, and blue uniforms, and so I have a blue and red tie. But then when they went to black and yellow, I have the black tie. And also I have a bow tie. Believe that, I have a bow tie, but I stopped wearing the bow tie because nobody saw it. Like, because I would wear a black shirt and then the black bow tie, and nobody noticed it. And I used to wear it all the time because I wanted it to be different, a little bit different, wear a bow tie. But then I noticed, like, I didn't really pay attention to how nobody really paid attention until I was working with another flight attendant, and he was wearing the white shirt and he was wearing the bow tie, and somebody was like, oh, I like that bow tie. And I was like, oh, so you don't like mine? I was like, it was just crazy because it was like, oh, I didn't see it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm not wearing the bow tie no more because nobody actually sees it with the black shirt, which is crazy because it should have been a little design on there, but whatever, it is what it is. Even the black tie is minimal design, and you don't see the design unless you're not wearing. You gotta just be wearing the shirt. If you're wearing the sweater vest or jacket, you don't see the design. You can see the top of the tie, but but it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm doing good. Hanging out, chilling on the porch once again. I forgot my drink inside when I decided to start recording, so I'm gonna go get that. It is hot. I'm in the midst of watching the FIFA World Cup via, any means possible, mostly on Fox because it's easier to watch. Trying to get it on Telemundo, I got to be in my living room to watch it on TV for Telemundo. If I'm at my computer and my setup, then I think it's Paramount. You got to have Paramount in order subscription and to watch it on Telemundo or something like that. But it's not what it is. But yeah. So by Brazil, all the way. Next game is on Sunday. Hoping to squeeze that one out as well. I'm also rooting for a lot of the underdog teams, a lot of the African teams, definitely, and the South America, Central America teams. Nothing against the European teams, but I've seen some gameplay of the European teams I'm just not happy with. So it is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, I actually gone see a couple of bars and everything, like with a couple of people to go watch the games, which has been good. Actually went and hung out with another friend of mine who's a husband of a flight attendant. When just chilling out, we went a little electronic shopping because he's still building his business more and more, and he's trying to grow that. And that's interesting. I'm looking at the cloud, and it's like peeking behind the tree, and it looks like a heart. It's heart shaped. Okay, it's not heart shaped no more. Kind of, sort of, not really. Kind of heart shaped. Yeah, just floating through the air. Was working. Just went out and went looking for a drone. Couldn't find a drone. We had a good discussion. I've known him for years. I've known him ever since I moved to Texas. So he's a good guy, good friend, definitely a good friend. Um, I was trying to make sure I'm all good and everything like that, and I appreciate that, especially because he's not even in the airline. He's not in the airline industry, but he's in the airline industry because his wife is in the airline industry. So he knows the ups and downs of being a flight attendant and all this stuff, and knowing that I'm out here by myself. Um, he does check up him, so that he is a good friend outside the industry, but that's in the industry. I appreciate him very much. So we spent like a couple hours together, went out looking at some electronic stuff, talked about, had lunch, and kicked it, man. So probably going to see him again in a couple of days. Him and his wife, probably the kids. He has the kids with him. To go, watch another football game. Uh, Hoping to watch the Brazil game, so we'll probably go out there and see something. But yeah, but in the meantime, man, I just want to say this to everybody that's out there, definitely for who are still out there trying to make it. Keep your head up, stay positive, reach out to some people, call somebody, text somebody, and those who are doing good or whatnot, call and text somebody that you haven't reached out to before, because somebody might not have reached out to them. So I know we have our usual groups of people that we do talk to and everything like that, but there might be somebody out there that hasn't had any like real support. Saying make sure that let them know that they're being thought of as well. So we want to keep each other's spirits up. Remember, we the Spirit Airlines bees, and as a beehive, we take care of each other. So we got to protect the beehive, make sure everybody in the beehive is good. So reach out to somebody. I'm like, when I go back in here, I'm gonna go ahead and text somebody that I probably haven't talked to in a minute. So that's how we keep each other up. Make sure everybody's doing good. I got my normal circle. Actually, I got another friend. They just got their CJO for a mainline airline. So congratulations to them. Yes, big ups on that. They're probably going training this fall. That's just going to be a good thing. So they're going to be on their way back up into the skies. But for everybody else that's still waiting, your time's coming. Our time's coming. We're going to make it. We're going to get back in the skies, because we are top tier crew members, and we just got to find our right fit. And it's up to these airlines to see that we are the right fit for them. But yeah, keep your heads up, everybody. We're on the way. I'm gonna try to do this little update at least once a week, probably on Fridays. I'm gonna call it Fly By Fridays. Okay, and try to get through. For everybody who's all my formal Spirit people, definitely check your emails. I know some of you guys are probably on social media and seen some stuff, but check your emails. We do have some information that has trickled into us about our 401ks and also about updates about the court cases, so we can get what's rightfully our vacation pay and our sick pay paid to us, because we earned it and we deserve it. So make sure you check your emails and do your research, especially on your 401k, on what you can do with it, and if you need to take out some money from it and whatnot, and how it conflicts with your unemployment. Please do your research on that, folks. Do your research. In the meantime, thank you once again for watching. If you're watching this, please just put a comment in the section, or even just like it. We good enough. Subscribe to the channel and share it if you would. All right. So the usual stuff, but definitely leave a comment or like at least. So I appreciate that the most. You know what I'm saying? And none of this costs you anything. This is all free for you, for me to give to you. So like, comment, subscribe, share. All easy things to do. You already are on the page watching it. Might as well do it, right? But in the meantime, I gotta get my my water, because it's hot outside, and it's been a 20-minute recording already, and I'm about to start sweating. And I'm pretty sure the game's about to come on, so I need to go in there and start watching that. But I just want to come out here and enjoy some fresh air, get a little sunlight, because your boy is bright. Yes, your boy is bright, and we had to come out here and get some sunlight. All right, y'all. We out. Fly by Fridays. We'll see you next time.
Can you see me? This is it. This is it.